on the grind. It's game time. Light shine. All eyes on the line. Every move, every play. We define. Party lit. Feeling prime. From the bench to the field, we climb. Champion rise, this our time. No fear, no limits, we prime. Bring that heat, watch it shine. This leg is wrong, we on grind. It's game time. Light shine, all eyes on the line. Every move, every play, we define. Heart be loud, feel the prime. From the bench to the field, we climb.
Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to beautiful Case Arena in Frankfort, Indiana, home of the Frankfort Hot Dogs. Tonight they play host to the Clinton Prairie Gophers. You see the records on the screen. Both teams looking for win number 2 on the season. Tonight's game is a product of Abstract Technology Group, doing IT differently, making it simple. Dan Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first. By FiberHawk, fast, affordable FiberHawk. Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. Mulberry Telecommunications, your hometown fiber provider. The Frankfort Eagles, Post 976, people helping people. And the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. Joined by Joe Rook, I'm Sean Walker as we welcome you into our Dan Ginda Funeral Home pregame show where they put family first. And Joe, always fun when you get two county rivals together.
Oh, absolutely. Even though the Gophers Lady Hot Dogs wins have been a premium this year, one each. We look for a close, tight game tonight. I think it'll be hard played. And you mentioned anytime any of the county schools come into Frankfort Case Arena, you look for them to give it an outing.
Let's take a look at our first look brought to us by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. You see it there on your screen. Head coach Cale Morrison, his 4th year. Gophers have had some success versus Frankfort over the last 10 meetings, 9-1 versus the Hot Dogs. But these are two very young teams. You see for Clinton Prairie, they're just one senior on their roster. On the other side, first-year head coach has 3 freshmen in her starting lineup and no seniors on her roster. So it is a complete rebuild from the ground up here for the Hot Dogs.
Right. We'll talk about when we get to the keys. We'll mention a little bit more about the young people here are starting. But obviously, you look at that. Cale Morris, 9-1 versus Frankfort. He's had great success here against the Hot Dogs.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will get into our keys to victory. You're watching girls IHSA basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
In this town, game day starts long before kickoff. It's the work behind the scenes that makes champions. At Tier 1 Meat Company, we prep with the same focus, discipline, and pride as the hometown heroes we feed. From our block to your block, fuel every victory. Tier 1 Meat Company. Mission, feed the fans. Standard, champion quality. Scan the QR code for a game day upgrade.
At Laser Edge Turf and Excavation, we take pride in keeping your property looking its best and your projects moving forward. From expert commercial and residential mowing to lawn fertilization that keeps your grass healthy year-round, we've got your yard covered. Need more than lawn care? We also specialize in directional boring, trenching, and full excavation work. Whether it's maintaining your curb appeal or tackling big jobs underground, trust Laser Edge and Excavation to get the job done right. Let us tackle your next project. Give us a call at 670-2286.
Welcome back to our pregame show presented by Dan Ginda Funeral Home, joined by Joe Rook. I'm Sean Walker. We're excited to be here at Case Arena tonight for this Clinton County matchup between the Hot Dogs and the Clinton Prairie Gophers. And without further ado, brought to us by Tier 1 Meat Co., where every cut is elite and every customer's family. It's Joe's Keys to Victory.
Hey, we got the young guns, number 1 here. Tonight, what we have on our starting lineups, what we believe to be the starting lineups, Clinton Prairie will start 4 freshmen and 1 sophomore. Frankfort starting 3 freshmen and 1 sophomore and 1 junior. So, and the subs that they'll bring in, it's more freshmen and sophomores for both Prairie and Frankfort. So, boy, what a young group Prairie and Frankfort have. So that's part of the dilemma when you go young. One win each, so we'll see what happens tonight. Somebody's going to get win number 2. Anxious to see that, who that might be. Create turnovers, number 2. I just think, for Frankfort, they're coming in averaging 27 turnovers a game. I would like to see Frankfort maybe try some pressure on Clinton Prairie, try to get them to turn the ball over. Frankfort does have a turnover problem, and I'm not picking on the girls. So let's see, maybe they can turn the tables and get some turnovers against Clinton Prairie, which will help Frankfort get some easy baskets. And that leads into number 3, watch the point. The point is for Frankfort, when you average 15 points a game, it's just extremely hard to win any games. Shooting percentages are down. So back to number 2, create some turnovers for Frankfort. Maybe that'll give Frankfort a boost, get them some easy baskets, some easy looks, get them off to a good start. And I'm sure for Clinton Prairie, they know Frankfort's history. They know they have a turnover problem. They'll be trying to create some turnovers as well.
It's much easier to score on layups and free throws, right? And those are the types of things you get when you can turn the ball over, turn some defense into some offense.
Right.
We want to thank you for joining our pregame show brought to us by Day and Getting a Funeral Home. We'll take a break. When we come back after the national anthem, we'll get you your starters and your tip. You're watching IHSAA Girls Basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
Case Arena, home of the Frankfort Hot Dogs. They play host tonight to the Clinton Prairie Gophers. Gophers starting lineup, you see it there on your screen. A little different tonight than what they've had. I know the Gophers have been dealing with some sickness. That's one main reason why we do not have a JV game tonight as well. Numbers are down this year a little for the Gophers anyway, but some illness running through. So Emma Grant, Emmy Kaser, Alexis Perez, Aria Green, and Kinley Cummins get the start for head coach Kale Morris. Starting lineups brought to us by Ardente Dental, where healthy smiles start here. And I'll tell you, Joe, I've got to see the Gophers a handful of times this year, and they've got some young talent there. Emmy Kaser, Alexis Perez, Aria Green, Emma Grant. I mean, it seems like all their freshmen that come in they're definitely not playing like freshmen anymore.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's good for Clinton Prairie. I mean, you got that one win, and you don't want that to overshadow what the young ones are going through, what they're learning. It's going to come in very, very handy for them the next couple of years. It'll be their turn to turn the tables and dish it out to people.
You see the starting lineups there on the screen for the Hot Dogs. Given West, Jalen Stewart, Jocelyn Kyrell, Sophie Michael, and Serenity Reagan round out the starting five for head coach Bethany Meacham. And, man, I've been really impressed with the development of players like Stewart and Michael and Reagan, to name a few out of those five on the screen right there. They've really started to kind of come into their own.
Right, absolutely. You are right. Serenity Reagan coming in, she's Frankfort's leading scorer, just a little over 4 points a game, but she has developed some nice low post moves in the lane, drop step, a little spin and pivot moves. Let's see if she can have some success tonight for Frankfort, because they're going to need that. Scoring 15 points, they're going to need every point they can get.
Our officials tonight brought to us by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, where recycling always makes sense. Benjamin Gelhausen, Luke Madrofsky, and Ron Miller. So we set it up to jump here. It'll be Kyrell jumping it up versus Perez in the middle, and the Hot Dogs will have first possession. Stewart with the basketball being handled by Kaser. Now West puts it on the deck, finds Reagan inside, and the Hot Dogs get the first bucket of the game.
Good start for Frankfort. Good drive, good catch by Reagan. Up and in for two. Frankfort starting out in their normal 2-3 zone that they've employed most of the year.
Kaser puts the ball on the floor. Nice double team to cut off the penetration. Looking for help. They get it back to Kaser. She's definitely not shy to let the ball fly. We saw her have a standout freshman year on the volleyball floor as well. She's going to draw a foul here and earn a trip to the line.
Sean, don't you think when those freshmen have a good fall sport come through for them like volleyball, then that give them a little extra confidence for basketball? I always thought so.
Absolutely. These free throws brought to you by Abstract Technology Group, doing IT differently but making it simple. Abstract Technology Group does exactly that. Whether you're located in Indianapolis, Lafayette, or all points surrounding and in between, call 765-420-TECH or visit abstracttechgroup.com. We're Abstract, making it simple. All knotted up at two apiece as Kaser is able to knock down both free throws. West goes back to Reagan. There's that drop step again. And Joe, when the season starts and you see players out on the floor, obviously young players are trying to develop. They're finding ways. Her footwork is really starting to improve.
Yeah, it absolutely has. You can tell that the coaches have been working with her, getting her to get better position, use her body to defend against the defenders. So, yeah, she has definitely come a long way, and we see improvement each and every game for her.
Reagan's first free throw attempt off the mark. She'll look to try to break the tie here. Boy, it is quiet in the home gym. I don't want to jinx her.
Not many people here, so you got to be careful.
Draws nothing but net there on shot number 2, and Frankfort back in front. Again, this one was scheduled for a 7:30 tip, but because we did not have a JV game tonight, a little earlier tip, you and I might actually have dinner before 10 o'clock tonight.
That'll be nice. Yeah, that'll be great.
Last touch by the Gophers. Frankfort will have possession. For the visitors, and Cale Morris, he had a real nice career out there at Clinton Prairie, back coaching at his alma mater, obviously on the girls' side of things here. When he graduated from high school, he was the number 2 all-time leading scorer in Clinton Prairie history. We get a jump ball here, turnover. Going to send the basketball to the Gophers.
He did have a good scoring career. So where is he now after Jake McGraw finished?
He is number 3
Number 3 now.
Yep.
And 2 is Brewer?
It is.
All right. And there's your Prairie Gopher history.
The top 3 rundown, and where are they now? Kel Morris is on the sideline. Jake McGraw is tearing things up. He was just named the College Player of the Week for Kokomo, because he had some big games for a former hot dog himself and Eric Eckelbarger over there at Kokomo, IUK. And then Mr. Brewer is a county commissioner and has other business ventures here locally in the community still.
Doing very well, he is, Jordan Brewer, here in Clinton County. A lot going on.
Had a big vote this morning, and they voted no data center coming into town. So
I saw that. I heard that. So
thank you, Jordan, for looking out for the interest
yeah,
of all of us.
I would think that would make a lot of people happy from what the opinions I've heard.
Good ball movement here from the Gophers. They trail by 1. Floater in the lane by Perez is strong. West going to look to take it all the way to the cup. A little too strong
A little
herself.
too strong, but nothing wrong with that. Good drive. You get out in front of people, take it to the basket.
5.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Double team there. Stewart got hands on it. And then Grant traveled. Tonight's game brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles, Post 976, serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. The Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street. I want to thank all of our sponsors that make these games possible here on ISC. Cairo back to Stewart. Frankfort has implored that high weave action this year in their offense. They find Reagan. Reagan too strong. But I like the shot that Frankfort's getting.
Serenity did the right thing. You get the ball, take it right to the basket. No need to kick that back out. She's got a little bit of a height advantage, or at least equal advantage tonight. When I mean that, they're all about the same size in there. So
that shot off the bottom of the rim. Stewart hits the ground, fighting for it, and we're going to get a jump ball here. This time, possession belongs to the Hot Dogs.
Sophie Michael on the floor, doing a good job with her 6 rebounds per game. She seems to have she's one of those girls that has a good nose for the ball, kind of always seems to end up where the basketball does. So
West puts it on the deck, gets inside, can't score. Good rebound there from Cummins. And Grant's trying to push. Loose ball down low. And there's Michael hitting the deck again.
1st and 10. Clinton Prairie retaining possession. Ball out of bounds underneath for them.
Shot in the lane right here. That one, nice drawn up play. They find Kaser. She's got all 4 points for the Gophers. Already able to step into the passing lane and come up with the steal that time. Gophers lead by 1. They've had a little trouble figuring out this 2-3 zone here from Frankfort. Shot. Baseline. A little short. Cairo comes out with it. If you've watched any of our telecasts, you know that she was voted, what was it, the Sportsmanship Award at the Kitchen Classic?
She was. She won that for the Lady Hot Dogs. I think each team has a Sportsmanship Award at the end of the tournament, so she was Frankfort's representative for the Sportsmanship in the Kitchen Classic.
Always nice to be honored with something like that.
Sure.
Kaser trying to work around a double team. Out top, Perez sizes one up, lets it fly, and knocks down the triple. The sophomore Alexis Perez in the scoring column. Lead push to 4. You know, Joe, when you look at the records, obviously just 1 win for each of these teams. But they've played some tough competition this year. I mean, the Gophers started their year, their first 5 games, those teams are 75-17 right now.
That is some good competition. I think Frankfort, I'm not sure if we have anything like that on them, but they play some really good competition early on too. So that's just hard to when you're young like that, playing young people, and you're playing very good competition, experienced people, that's hard to do.
Yeah, 4 of Frankfort's first 7 opponents are 16-2, 15-3, 14-4, and 13-6. So definitely some tough competition.
Serenity Reagan finishing strong. She's got Frankfort's 5 points. Good catch and shoot for Serenity.
They may have to rely on Serenity for that scoring touch tonight. Defensively, though, the Hot Dogs doing a good job disrupting passing lanes. Some substitutions take place here. Ava Jarman's on the floor.
Yep, getting their hands, as you mentioned, active in that zone, getting some hands on some passing lanes there, disrupting things.
There's another example. Kyril almost turns him over.
I'd like to see Frankfort push that zone out just a little bit, get in those passing lanes, give them the Gophers some problems, at least potential.
Madison German Potter in the game for the Gophers, wearing number 5. That shot off the mark. Last touch by Frankfort. Tonight's game brought to you by Day and Ginda Funeral Home, with locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Day and Ginda Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information, visit dayandginda.com, where they put family first. Loose ball inside, tracked down by Michael. Flores with it. Jarman tries to penetrate in the lane. Flores runs out of real estate. Kaiser comes up with the turnover. And Jarman takes it right back for the Hot Dogs. So a little sloppy on both sides, but you like to see the activity from both teams.
Yeah, again, that's kind of some of the bugaboos for each team, just handling the ball, getting it where it needs to be, so allowing the other teams to get their hands on it and kick off some turnovers.
It's been a tightly contested first quarter so far, just 7-5, but a 2-point game, and I think both of these teams would be happy with that right now, knowing that they've had some struggles.
Yeah. So, I just see a lot of similarities. Very similar patterns for both teams. I'll try a different approach on that. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this game goes along, what the coaches want to do, change anything up. So, we shall see.
This timeout brought to you by Healthy Communities of Clinton County, where they offer navigation services for all pregnant women, and the services are free. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests, prenatal vitamins, safe sleep, car seat, newborn care, education, breastfeeding, labor delivery, you name it, they're going to help you. Call Libby, 659-6063 for more information. We also want to thank the Willow Creek Barn, where they've been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside of Frankfort, Indiana, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities, providing the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. 5 seconds on the clock. Gophers are going to have to get up a shot. The clock's going to expire before they can. Good defense to close out the quarter by the Hot Dogs. And after one, 2-point game. Gophers lead the Hot Dogs 7-5. Back with more basketball right after this.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
Frankfort Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Welcome back to Frankfort High School, where tradition meets opportunity as they celebrate the 150th graduating class, honoring the past while preparing students for the future. I was part of one of those graduating classes, 1997. Thank you. Here, students don't just earn a diploma, they earn college credit through Indiana College Corps and Gem City University, Frankfort High School's early college, and the only early college program in the county. With 25 career pathways, award-winning arts, the only marching band in the county, and athletics that build leaders, Frankfort would love you to schedule a tour and see why Frankfort High School is where opportunity begins. Frankfort with the basketball first here to start the second quarter. Jarman stays on the floor to start the second. Loose ball here, and we're going to get a traveling violation. I was getting ready to say our fifth or sixth jump ball call.
Wow, traveling. That's a tough traveling call there for Frankfort, picking that up. Hey, we talked about turnovers, creating turnovers. Frankfort had 6 turnovers in that first quarter. Clinton Prairie 3. Still like to see Frankfort get out and push Prairie a little bit more on their offense.
Kaser's shot there comes up short. Obviously, the gym that the Gophers play in, a much different look than what you get here in Case Arena with this open air.
Never seems to bother many of the good shooters coming in here, Sean. You know, I've talked about that many times. Girls games, boy games, they can knock them down, it seems visitors do.
Green looking baseline there. Good hands by Reagan. Stewart's going to check back in for the hot dogs. Jarman comes out. You know, for both of these teams, though, Joe, we talked about the tough sledding early on and the tough schedules, especially for young, inexperienced teams, as Cairo gets a run out here, goes off glass and can't finish. And now a jump ball underneath. But looking ahead, Clinton Prairie will close out their season. Their next 3 opponents are 10-51.
Okay.
So a great opportunity for them to at least maybe get to that 4 or 5 win mark.
Yeah, get a couple victories under their belt, head into the tournament with a little momentum.
Frankfort has a tough one coming up against Southmont, who's leading the conference. They're 13-3 as well. But they finish out with 1-17 Logansport and 2-17 Crawfordsville. So a couple opportunities there for some wins.
Yeah, a couple good ones there. Thursday night we'll have that Southmont game for you on ISC Sports here. Frankfort and Southmont.
How about if the dogs were able to come in and shock the Mounties, huh?
That would be cool.
That'd make for a big week after Indiana's first ever football national championship last night.
Enjoyed watching that game last night. Congratulations to the Hoosiers.
Flores puts it on the deck and then runs out of room there, steps on the baseline. Official Ron Miller on the call there.
Appreciate Frankfort trying to drive the ball there, but Flores didn't really have much room there, didn't really have anywhere to go. Would have been better to brought that out and reset.
Grant runs out of room. Kaser steps into one. That shot short. Still trying to find distance is Kaser. She's got 4 points for the Gophers tonight to lead them in scoring so far.
You can tell she's very comfortable on the offensive end shooting the ball. Good looking shot. No problem on that three-pointer, getting it up there looking good. Just needs to knock a few down.
So we're trying to dribble around the defense. Just loses it there right as she was getting ready to have a passing lane for Reagan. And last touch by the Hot Dogs. Kinley Cummins comes back in for the Gophers. One of 9 freshmen that dress varsity for Cale Morris this year in the Clinton Prairie Gophers.
That you would think that where would that be on the state of Indiana for how many freshmen dress for varsity? That's got to be right up there, if not the most.
It's got to be a lot, especially at a 1A school. Nice drive there as Grant's able to finish off glass.
Her first 2 of the evening.
Cairo gets it to Michael. Michael off the side of the backboard. There's Madison German Potter bringing the ball up the floor for the Gophers. Foot on the line that time from Grant. Doesn't go, but Kaser tracks down the offensive rebound. And now we're going to get a push in the back here from Reagan.
I don't think it was one of those deals. Serenity you just can't hold your hands back right here. You see she gets boxed out and just reaches up and over, so you're usually going to get that foul.
Get this one into German Potter. Again, we have not seen Lily Coleman tonight for the Gophers, the lone senior. And that makes me believe that maybe she's under the weather.
Yeah, because like you'd mentioned here before the game started, Prairie had some health issues, flu bug.
They intended to play at least half of a JV game tonight, even though the numbers are low this year. But Coach Peckinpah, athletic director Peckinpah, reached out to Frankfort today and said, we can't do it. Our numbers are down. Got a sickness running through the team right now, so varsity only, earlier start. Good look down low. West probably should have put that one up.
Yeah, appreciate, trying to find another open teammate, but, man, you're not going to get much closer than that.
Kaser's going to come out of the game. Frankfort will stack it up here on the inbounds play. And a 5-second violation turns it over. At Tier 1 Meat Co., we take pride in delivering locally sourced premium beef and pork, the kind of meat that honors the land, respects the craft, and fuels family with real flavor. From custom processing to mission-ready catering, we bring the firepower to elevate every meal and every moment. Founded by veterans, every cut is elite and every customer is family. Step into Tier 1 at 128 West Catherine Street in Flora, or visit them online at tier1meatco.com. 4-point lead right now for the Gophers. Madison German Potter's three off the mark. And a foul going to be called on Stewart.
See the run down here. Clinton Prairie able to get to the ball. Stewart picking up the foul.
Sophie Michael's going to check out. Jarman comes back in for the Hot Dogs. Good ball movement from the Gophers here on this possession. Cummins, floater here on the baseline. Can't get it to go. Good hustle. Saved and then off the foot of Perez. And Perez there so honest, she didn't even wait for the official to make the call. She just took off the other end.
Yeah, you're right. She was too honest. She was headed back to on the defensive end.
Just didn't even get the young man a chance to make the call. She's like, I'm going to make it for you. I'm headed the other way.
If you watch college basketball, which I know we do, Sean, I mean, those guys, it doesn't matter who it's off. Everybody always points my way or their way, and they know exactly who it's off of, but they always point, like, hey, that's my ball.
Got to appreciate the honesty there from Perez. Looking for Stewart there, threw it away. Kaser in transition, finds Cummins, sets her feet off the side of the rim. Perez, offensive rebound. And we got a tie up inside.
Should be Frankfort's ball, and it is.
Wamplers is a place where recycling always makes sense. Give them a call, 659-3721 for all your trash, recycling, and scrap needs. Wamplers Disposal Service and Recycling, family owned since 1948. West trying to get around Kaser right now. Probably got rid of that one just in time. Close to a 5-second call. Back out to Flores. Kaser pokes this one away momentarily. Going to stay on this end with the Hot Dogs. Frankfort got all their points there in the first quarter, Joe. They've been held scoreless so far here in the second.
You are correct.
It was working. They were finding Reagan on the block early. The ball has not found its way to her recently.
Prairie doing a good job. I was noticing that time, watching them on the defensive end down in the lane, playing over the top there, not allowing the ball to get in. You can see that steal right there as Frankfort tried to get it into Sophie Michael.
Obviously tough for Reagan to get the ball in the post when she's not on the floor right now, but just saying that was
Yeah.
working earlier. Grant on the drive, gets bodied by Jarman. She'll head to the line here. Jarman just couldn't quite slide over in position.
Just a little late on the pickup there.
Mulberry Telecommunications offers high-speed fiber optic internet, streaming TV, and telephone solutions. We're a local telecommunications cooperative that's been serving Clinton and Tippecanoe County for over 120 years. Now that we've expanded our services into Jefferson, Manson, and further into rural Frankfort, we're excited for you to join our neighborhood. And you welcome us to... Let me rephrase that. We're excited to join your neighborhood and welcome you to our fiberhood. There we go. I got it that time. I only wrote it. I just don't understand what I wrote.
Twister, man. How are you supposed to get that right?
Mintel.net is the website. 296-2885 if you want to call. You got any questions? Drive the other way. Perez gets another field goal. She's up to 5 now.
Clinton Prairie bringing that defensive pressure out on top for Frankfort, making it a little more difficult. Sophie Michael doing a good job with that left hand. That's her strong hand. That's where she needs to get the ball, looking some damage.
Cut the lead back to 5. Kaser looks for 3. Perez on the offensive glass, blocked by Given West. That block from West, Joe, is impressive because she didn't even have to leave her feet. And Jarman.
There you go. That ball kind of hopped right to her, which was good, but that was the right idea, trying to get into Sophie on the left-hand side there.
So Jarman's going to head to the free throw line with a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play here.
That is Jarman, isn't it? Did I say I might have messed that up? I might have said the wrong person. I might have said Michael. Good for Ava Jarman. Gets her first basket of the evening.
Free throw. Money as well. Nice little 5-point swing there for Frankfort. They trail by 2.
Big possession here for both teams. In a game like this, you know, if you get up 4, 5, 6 points, that seems like a lot. Oh, nice shot.
Kaser finally dials one in.
Big shot for the Gophers.
West. There's Michael. Flores gets hit trying to go baseline. And it's just the second foul against the Gophers. That one will be on Kinley Cummins.
Frankfort ball out of bounds. Only have 4.3 seconds here for the shot before the half. See if they can dial up a good inbounds play.
With that being Cummins' third foul, Coach Morris is going to bring Aria Green back in here for defense. They throw it up to Jarman. She's got some time. She lets it go, and she knocks it down.
Just like you'd have drawn it up on the blue board, whiteboard.
15-12, your score as we head to the break. Frankfort trailing just by 3. Stay tuned. Halftime show head your way when we come back.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Welcome back to Case Arena at the half. Our first segment of the halftime brought to us by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Joe, your thoughts there on the first half? It's a close one.
Yeah, it is 15-12. You know, Sean, we kind of expected this to be a good close ball game, and that's what we're getting. We talk about our three keys when we start the game. You know, does any of that really come true? Does that really play out in the game? One of them about the creating turnovers. I think Clinton Prairie's done a good job getting into Frankfort, making it difficult for them to get into their offense, bring the ball up the floor at times. Frankfort had 14 turnovers in that first half to Clinton Prairie's 5. So I'd like to see Frankfort try to ratchet up a little bit on their defense to see if they can get some turnovers. And, we were talking about points, 15-12, not a real high-scoring game. Frankfort come in averaging 15 points a game, so they're at 12. They're on pace to do a little better. And the way both teams are kind of going about it, you don't expect this to be a high-scoring game. So defense matters. Turnovers matters. We'll see what we get here in the second half, Sean.
Yeah, leading the scores on the floor right now, it's Emmy Kaser of the Gophers. She has 7 points tonight. Alexis Perez with 5, and Emma Grant has 3 on the other side. A pair of hot dogs with 5 points apiece, Serenity Reagan and Ava Jarman both with 5 points, and then Sophie Michael with 2. And it is a 3-point game right now at the half. We're going to step aside. We'll take another break. When we come back, it'll be the Fiberhawk Fiber Fast highlights.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable. To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99. Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
In this town, game day starts long before kickoff. It's the work behind the scenes that makes champions. At Tier 1 Meat Company, we prep with the same focus, discipline, and pride as the hometown heroes we feed. From our block to your block, fuel every victory. Tier 1 Meat Company. Mission, feed the fans. Standard, champion quality. Scan the QR code for a game day upgrade.
Welcome back at the half. It's the Fiberhawk Fiber Fast first half highlights. Say that 3 times fast. Joined by Joe Rook, I'm Sean Walker. Joe, we've saw some exciting basketball here in the first half. We've got a close game going right now.
Absolutely. We'll take a look at some of the highlights there. Get to see one of Clinton Prairie's basket there by Perez, one of her 3-pointers. So, you know, like I said, points were kind of a premium here in the first half. Serenity Reagan up and in there for 2. Obviously, points of premium been 15 to 12 at half. So, but I think both teams probably would say, hey, we got the ball a lot of times where we want to, where we think we can score. So my guess is, hey, not a lot of changes on that end for each team. As you see, Perez again up and in for 2. Offensively, both teams probably want to continue to try to do what they did in that first half.
That was one of the few run-out fast break opportunities that the Gophers had off of turnovers. Even though the Hot Dogs have turned the ball over quite a bit tonight, it's happened almost in dead ball situations where they've been able to get back and set up their defense. Do you think that's helped them keep it close so far?
I do. Yeah, absolutely. Neither team is really wanting to push the ball. You know, I don't think they feel comfortable doing that. Pacer knocking down the 3 from the corner there, so both teams are kind of want to do a little more on the control side and give them a little more stability on the offensive end, not feel like they have to push so real hard.
That was our halftime segment. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll talk second half adjustments right after this.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
At Day and Genda Funeral Home, we embrace change while staying true to timeless values. Our commitment to putting families first remains steadfast. With up-to-date practices and unwavering compassion, we offer the highest quality of service for your loved ones. Trust to serve your family with a classic commitment in modern times. Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the air necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
Welcome back one final time at the half. It's our second half adjustment segment brought to us by Jackson Stump Solutions. Joe, in about 30 seconds, tell me what these teams need to do.
What I'm going to say, I think Clinton Prairie look for them possibly to ratchet up a little more defense. I'm not sure if they like full court pressure or not, but they turned Frankfort over 14 times in that first half. I look for them to push the defense out a little bit further. For Frankfort, same thing. Look for Serenity Reagan, Sophie Michael, try to get Jarman down low on the offensive end and see if they can get a few points out of them. See what we get here in the second half, Sean.
Second half heads your way in 30 seconds.
We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At Jackson Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump-free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At Jackson Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.
Third quarter tonight brought to us by Abstract Technology Group, doing IT differently, making it simple. Abstract Technology Group does that. Whether you're located in Indianapolis, Lafayette, or all points surrounding and in between, call them at 420-TECH or visit abstracttechgroup.com. We're Abstract, making it simple. Gophers will start out with the basketball first here in the second half. Lane opens up for Kaser, but she has it stripped. Good heads-up play to throw it back off of Serenity Reagan there.
Yeah, that was a good heads-up play. Threw that ball at Reagan's feet. Knocked out of bounds. Gophers underneath.
Drive in the lane here. Cummins can't get it to go. Gophers getting some extra possessions here in this first attempt in the second half. Pulling down some offensive rebounds. This three knocked down by Cummins.
Good start for the Lady Gophers. As you mentioned, good offensive ring. And here's Clinton Prairie picking up a little more on the full court. See if they can create some turnovers.
West looks down low. Reagan uses the body, turns into the defense. Quite a bit of contact there, no whistle.
A little bit of contact, but you're right. Turned right back into the defensive pressure by Clinton Prairie. Need to go on the right side.
And then players hit knees here. That always hurts.
Yeah, you're right.
It looks like that's going to be the third foul on Reagan, which is tough for Frankfort. She's been such a presence down low for them tonight.
Looks like Ava Jarman going to check in. Next dead ball here.
Grant knocks down the free throw. At Davis Comfort Solutions, we understand that your comfort's important. That's why our team of highly experienced technicians will strive to be your go-to when it comes to your home, shop, or business's heating and cooling needs. For more info on financing and special offers, visit them online at daviscomfortsolutions.com. Lead pushed out to 8. Gophers bringing some of that pressure.
Yeah, not a surprise that Clinton Prairie is going to try to pick up full court here, get a few turnovers, try to open up that lead a little bit, which is already at 8 points.
Full timeout here allows us to take a commercial timeout as well. We'll step aside when we come back. More basketball.
Whether you dine in or carry out, the South Fork restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials. World famous hand-battered tenderloins, fresh, never frozen whole catfish, and award-winning onion rings. The kitchen is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Come join us at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry or visit southforkpub.com for the latest menu options. The South Fork Restaurant, a proud supporter of Clinton Prairie Athletics.
Full timeout taken there. Hot Dogs trailing by 8. This timeout brought to us by JXN Stump Solutions. If you're tired of unsightly tree stumps ruining your yard, then let them take care of it. They've got the equipment and experience to get the job done right, offering 3 tiers of service that will rejuvenate your yard, all at competitive, budget-friendly rates. Call 242-9523 today for a free estimate. JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove. I'll tell you, those stump grinding machines are pretty cool. I want to run one.
Dude, Sean, you can open up your extra line of business there.
Well, even better, I work with a guy who owns his own business, so
well, there you go.
I could just help him from time to time. Because the last thing I need is another full-time job.
Well, yeah, I wasn't thinking full-time, just a little part-time gig there. Seemed like there's always stumps to grind, so.
That's true. I'll tell you what's grinding my stumps right now is this weather outside.
Yeah, it's no fun.
Jarman right into the double team. Grant on the takeaway, then she has it stripped from her. And now a foul going to be called against Grant. She tried to tie up Stewart.
See here going, the ball stripped out there by number 12, Michael. And as players like to do once you lose it, you like to get right back after it, and a lot of times you pick up a foul.
Throw this one over the top. They get it to Michael. Now back to Stewart. Stewart does a good job getting around Grant. Dumps it off to Michael. Jarman with the runner. That one's strong. Jarman had that hot hand there in the second quarter. Scored 7 points. We had miscredited her. We got to see the correction there at halftime. As Perez gets her another field goal, she's got 7 now. And now a tie-up. When the Gophers came out at the start of the night, Joe, and they weren't applying any full-court pressure, I found it kind of strange because it's always been the MO of the Gophers. They've done it for years. They've done it against every single opponent.
Right.
I thought, well, maybe the illness, everybody's kind of down. Just wants to
try
keep
to
the
save
energy up.
Maybe they did do that. Maybe they thought, we'll just wait till the second half, save a little energy, be ready to go here second half. But the full-court press is definitely making a difference if Prairie opened up a 12-point lead here, 5:48 to go in the third.
Going to be a substitution coming in here is Brianna Flores. Jumper from the corner. That's Aria Green. And her shooting has really come along for the Gophers over the last, say, 10 games or so. That shot there a little short. Get it into Cummins. Floater. Going to be fouled with the body. I think it was Michael that time on the closeout.
Yeah, when you close out there, you got to do so under control, as you're right, Michael. A little out of control, flew into the shooter.
Such an emphasis on that at every level of basketball now. They want the shooters to have room to come down, trying to limit some of those lower leg injuries.
That's true. You see a lot of that, even though I think sometimes personally on those three-point shots, some of those are awful ticky-tacky. But that's a good way to twist an ankle if you go down on somebody's ankle and roll that.
Stewart loses this one just off her foot there. I think she got poked in the eye a moment ago. She's been trying to work through it. See her wiping at her eye, and yeah, Wes is going to come in and let Stewart get it checked out, an opportunity to get that vision back.
Yeah, hard enough to dribble sometimes when you see well, let alone if you got blurred vision. Personally, I think the hot dog, Serena Reagan, just need to get her back in there. There's no need to wait.
Good job of rebounding by Michael. And right now the Gophers they're attacking.
Yeah, they've picked up their intensity here in the second half. Frankfort just having a difficult time getting much of anything accomplished. Credit to the Lady Gophers.
Always important when you're going against aggressive defense. You got to be strong with the basketball. Grant over to Green. Flores steps in the passing lane. Couldn't track it down. Three here from Green's off the mark. Pacer down low is going to draw a foul.
Good offensive rebound. Clinton Prairie doing a much better job on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting some second chance opportunities.
Tonight's game brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles, Post 976, serving the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street. Officials getting together there, making sure they had something correct. Thumbs up all around, and Kaser shoots some free throws. Emmy's first miss tonight from the stripe. Had 7 points in that first half. Misses them both. And then out on the line was Green.
See the replay there. Couldn't quite control it. Frankfort turns it right back over. Are they trying to get it in bounds?
Now Kyrle's going to pick up the foul in scramble mode there.
That's a good description. Scramble mode. Oh, my mercies.
So send Perez to the free throw line. Steps up and knocks it down. She's got good form. Perez a standout for the Gophers in other sports as well. So I have a great year as the setter for the volleyball team this year for head coach Kathy Martin. 9 points here tonight on the basketball floor.
Good look ahead there for Frankfort.
We got a timeout called. I believe a 30-second timeout. I think they credited that to the Gophers. They did.
Given West had the ball right underneath the basket. Need to try to go ahead and shoot that. Too many people in there for a pass.
At Laser Edge Turf and Excavation, to keep your property looking sharp and projects moving forward, from mowing and lawn fertilization to directional boring, trenching, and excavation. They deliver precision and reliability every time. Cutting clean, digging deep, building strong. That's Laser's Edge. The aggressiveness from the Gophers is creating turnovers. It's also speeding up the hot dogs right now. You see almost a panic.
Yeah.
With the basketball.
That's one of the tough things for Frankfort. If you speed the lady hot dogs up, that just ratchets up the turnovers a little bit more and leads to bad things for Frankfort.
Perez going to get it across the timeline. 13-point lead right now for the Gophers. Pacer bumped on the shot, no whistle. Last touch by Clinton Prairie. German Potter's going to come back in. Cummins will check out. She's got 4 points in the quarter. Nice night for the freshman, Kinley Cummins.
Knocking down a three-pointer. Number 44 Cummins did.
Throw this into Reagan. Or Jarman, excuse me. Jarman on the break. And now a charge taken by Aria Green. And that gets the Gopher bench up and ecstatic.
Let's take a look at that. What do you think about that call, Sean?
I don't know that the feet were set, but I always want to side with the defender because they usually take the brunt of that.
They do take the brunt of that. So
now offensively there, what I would have liked to have seen Jarman do is pull up from 3 feet and not penetrate.
Yeah. She could have easily stopped. That's a tough call for the official. That's a bang-bang play. It can go either way. But you're absolutely right. She just needs to stop.
You don't see much of a mid-range game in basketball anymore,
you could use the glass if you'd like, a little bit over the rim.
Pacer draws back iron. Michael strong with the basketball there, avoided being tied up. Grant being aggressive, knocks it out of bounds. This one thrown in. 2 players in one spot.
I think
Flores gave him a 50-50 ball.
I think you were being kind. There was about 5 players in one spot right there.
Well, 2 hot dogs anyway.
Yeah, two Frankfort, 2 Prairie. I'm sorry, only 4.
West kicks it back out to Cairo. Now to Flores. Hot Dog's missing that inside presence right now of Reagan. She's got those 3 fouls, and Coach Meacham's trying to rest her as long as she can.
I'd say bring her back. I mean, the game's going to be over. Time you get her back in there.
Pacer tries to slide back inside, draws a foul.
Kaser doing a fine job using her body to wiggle in between a couple defenders there. Opportunity for 2 free throws.
2 for 4 from the line tonight is Kaser. That's her 8th point on the evening. Number 21, Adele Steffen. On the floor, another freshman for these Lady Gophers. Pace her perfect that trip. Lead out to 15. West keeps her pivot foot. And then travels, according to our official.
And he's the one that counts.
Again, as Joe alluded to earlier in the night, we'll be back here Thursday. Watch these Lady Hot Dogs take on the Southmont Mounties. Jumper, Kaser. Doesn't hit anything there. Teammates back her up, though. They keep the possession alive.
Good hustle by the Lady Gophers, retaining possession.
Grant looking down low. Stephen called for the traveling violation there. Now we're going to get a timeout here. I believe Frankfort. They're going to take a full timeout. We'll step aside. We'll take a break with them. Back with more basketball right after this.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Welcome back inside the timeout here taken by Frankfort. They trail by 15. Frankfort scoreless here in the third quarter so far. It has been all Gophers here in the third quarter. They've used the defense. They've ratcheted it up, created offense, Joe, and they lead this one by 15 now.
Right. Sean, we were right on one thing tonight. We said, hey, well, the halftime adjustments, what do you think Clinton Prairie might do? I'd say, well, we think they might put a little full court press on. Exactly what they've done. Shut Frankfort out here in the third quarter. Build their lead to 27-12 here with 2:28 to go in the third, and the full court press continues.
Stewart looking to inbound. Looking for Kyril. She hits the deck. And we'll get a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to the Hot Dogs. They get it into Jarman. Now to Stewart. Sets the feet. Lets the three fly. Oh, that looked dead on from here. Just a little long. Jarman on the rebound, and she'll draw the foul.
Jarman picking up the rebound here. Putting it up right away. Getting a foul where she is, I believe, 1 for 1 this evening on the free throw line.
That's what I got. And I'm blaming you, Joe?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Ava had 7 points, came off the bench tonight. All 7 of those points in that second quarter. Gets it to go here, and Frankfort gets their first point of the second half. See if that can jumpstart some offense now for the Hot Dogs. German Potter brings it back out top to reset things for the Gophers. A foul going to be called here against Frankfort.
Clinton Prairie, one of the oddities that happens anymore, I think, in high school basketball is getting to shoot free throws in the quarters. It just doesn't seem like there's many opportunities to shoot the bonus foul shots anymore. Just not that many fouls called, but Stewart knocking down that first one for her.
Goes 1 of 2 there, does Emma Grant. She's had a nice night tonight as well. 6 points for the Gophers. Stewart on the run out, going to draw the foul, and now Jalen will head to the free throw line. Let's see who they whistle here. It looks like gave it to Perez. That's her first. That one glances off the side of the rim. Freshman still looking for her first point tonight. And now Reagan comes back in. They're going to hope that they can, one, keep her from being disqualified and picking up the 4th and 5th foul, and 2, have enough time now to maybe find her in the post and get her offense going. Stewart gets one to go. The lead cut to 14. Perez, jumper in the lane, short. There's Reagan on the rebound. It's one thing that Reagan gives you down low too, Joe, when she comes up with the rebound, is she's very strong with the basketball.
Yeah.
You're not going to...
She does have good strong hands. Not going to rip it away from her like some of the others have happened to them.
Entry pass off the mark, goes out of bounds. I do like the Gophers road unis this year that they've broke out. Those are new, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember those last year.
You would remember.
That shot off the mark from Cummins. The Kaser there, good heads-up pass. I'll tell you, this is maybe 2 of the most unselfish teams we've covered all year long, Joe.
Yeah, I think you're right. Sometimes they pass up good shots.
Not afraid to work the basketball around at all. Kaser knocks down the 3. And now a traveling violation called against Clinton Prairie. Gives the ball back to Frankfort.
See number 21, Stefan there. Being aggressive, trying to hit the baseline, just a little too many steps.
Flores loses the ball coming up the floor, and she's the last to touch it.
Imagine Clinton Prairie looks to hold for the last shot here.
Good defense from the Hot Dogs. They take it away. Jarman's got to get a shot up or find a teammate to do so. And a traveling violation as the clock expires. They're going to say end of third quarter. Third quarter belonged to the Gophers. They now lead 31-14. We'll step aside. We'll be back right after this.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter set to start here on the ISC Sports Network in cooperation with Hot Dog TV. We want to thank Healthy Communities of Clinton County, where they offer free navigation services for all pregnant women A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests, prenatal vitamins, prenatal appointment assistance, breastfeeding, labor, delivery, safe sleep, car seat, newborn care education. You name it, they do it. Call Libby 659-6063 for more information. Third quarter definitely belonged to the Gophers. It was a 3-point lead at halftime. So it is ballooned now to 17.
Clint Prairie did a great job with that full court press, forced 10 Frankfort turnovers in that third quarter.
Frankfort, their lone win this season came against Taylor. That was in a tournament. They got a 21-19 victory. Then by, the grace of scheduling, they got to face Taylor again just a few weeks later. Taylor got the best of them, though, 23-20 in overtime.
And I saw that score. I didn't realize it was an overtime game.
Fighting for it here, another tie-up. Kaser, after a brief break, will come into the game. Grant will head out. And an offensive foul going to be called here against Stewart on a moving screen.
Good Lord. Sometimes I just, I scratch my head about the officials. Everything going on, when they we're going to call that way, way away from anything that doesn't even matter. I just can't. I don't know.
Shot here from Kaser. Off the mark. Rebounded underneath by Green. Last touch by Kyril. I don't know if she plays soccer, but she might want to. She got her foot up on that one pretty quick.
Foot up on that one. I'll try to clarify myself here when I talk about that official and that call. It's just one of my pet peeves.
Look inside to Perez here. That one draws back iron. Here come the hot dogs. Entry pass to Reagan. Bounces off of her hand. Perez just beyond the free throw line. Knocks it down.
Nice looking jump shot.
Perez now in double figures with 11. Her and Kaser lead the way for the Gophers. Reagan, little baby hook shot on the baseline, and it just shows you she's really starting to come into her own there from an offensive side of things. I think they missed her when she got in foul trouble in the third quarter for sure.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Kyril gambles, but a traveling violation against the Gophers, so gamble pays off. West and Michael come back in. Kyril and Flores check back out. Michael that time on the drive.
A little contact there, no foul.
Reagan battling down low, tries to get it up off the glass.
Good job by Serenity.
Jarman swishes the jumper.
Jarman now into double figures with 10 points.
Lead at 15. 5.5 minutes to go. Well, that's a dagger there for sure. Perez knocks down the triple. Her second of the game. 14 points now for Alexis Perez.
Sean, give me 2 minutes. Or just a minute. I want to finish up my thought on that official.
Yeah, go for it.
They allow them, especially the girls, they allow them to grab, hook, foul on these, bringing the ball up the floor. And Sophie Michael went to the basket, got knocked down, no call. But official, don't make that call 40 feet from the basketball on that moving screen that has nothing to do with anything. That just drives me bananas. That call has nothing to do. It affected the game, and have a hard time making the calls sometimes with what goes on with the ball.
We get a whistle here as a shot nearly dropped, almost gave Kaser a 3-point play opportunity here.
Good inbounds play there for Kaser. She's a nice-looking freshman as far as jump shot, strength, ability to get to the basketball, get to the basket with the basketball.
Yeah, you look at that form there. I mean, that was textbook from this free throw standpoint. This is something that when you're developing shooters, you want them to square their body up just like she did there, tip of the cap as she lets it go. You got the gooseneck at the end.
Good follow through with the gooseneck, as you're saying. Good rotation on the ball.
Wasn't it amazing that Reggie Miller had such an ugly jump shot, but he was such an effective shooter? That side spin on the basketball, just weird rotation.
Wouldn't be like if you went to Rick Mount shooting school. I don't think that would be the shot that you'd be looking for, but
it's kind of like Phillip Rivers' throwing motion with his arm. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Right, absolutely.
It gets the job done. Grant drives into traffic, loses it. Green ricochets off a hot dog, back to Grant. Kaser's going to get another shot at a three. Stewart going for the loose ball is going to pick up another foul here. Attention all engaged couples, discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside of Frankfort, Indiana, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities, providing the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. Don't take my word for it. Head over to the willowcreekbarn.com. You can check out their gallery. You can look at their calendar for availability. You can even schedule a free tour. Down low, Grant there.
Nice bounce pass in there.
That pass was so good that it could have went to either of the Gophers and it would have been a good pass.
You're right. I think that was that number 44 making that bounce pass in there, Cummins? I think so. I want to give her kudos for that pass.
Sophie did a good job of establishing position, but she swatted down with that left arm. That's what's going to draw the foul here. So that'll send Emma Grant back to the free throw line. You know, the one benefit, we talk about this all the time, of playing all these freshmen from both of these teams, is they get a lot of experience. They get to grow up pretty quickly, and I mean, the way to get better is to play. So
I've been impressed with Clinton Prairie's freshmen. I think they show good form on their shots, good presence of mind.
I know at one point in time I looked, I'd have to do the math again here pretty quickly, but when they had like 14 losses, I wanted to say like 50% of those losses were single-digit losses. And, you know, those are tough. That's just a young team trying to learn how to win.
Yeah, just learning how to stay in the game. And then you got this extra part of it, learning to win.
Trying to find Jarman. They do get it into her, and she gets another one up off the glass. A good scoring night tonight for Ava Jarman. 12 points for the sophomore. Grant's three. Back iron. Cummins, baseline jumper, got it to go. Kinley with 6. Michael gets around the defender. We're going to draw a foul here. If that's on Cummins, I believe that's number 5.
Sophie got it to her strong hand. The left hand went right to the basket.
And that is. So Kinley Cummins' night will come to an end here But 6 points from the freshman, getting the starting nod tonight.
Thought she had a good all-around game. Got some rebounds, 6 points. Made a couple good passes. Good outing for the freshman, as you said, Sean.
Sophie Michael knocks down the free throw. That's her first point of the night. We had miscredited a field goal earlier.
I believe we did. So good to see Sophie get in the scoring column last Friday night. Sophie Michael led the Dogs with 8 points against Western Boone.
Second free throw rims out. 21-point lead for the Gophers, looking for their second win on the season. And again, for them, what I would call a favorable schedule the rest of the way. Maybe ability to get some confidence going headed into the tournament. The Selection Sunday heads your way this weekend. Can't believe we're already there. The first week of February is girls basketball sectionals.
Coming up quick, isn't it?
Sectional 54 has these Gophers, also has Rossville and Clinton Central from this local area. They'll play that down in Brownsburg at Bethesda Christian.
And the selection show is this weekend, Sunday?
This Sunday.
County schools all be interested to see who they'll draw and where they stack up.
Pretty tough little sectional. You got Rossville at 18-1. They're ranked in 1A. Carroll's at 12-5. Clinton Central at 15-3.
Very competitive.
And obviously, as we've seen, even teams that, maybe don't have the best of records. We've seen some teams make some runs in playoffs here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You never know.
I don't think when the college football playoffs started, anybody had Miami in the national championship game, but
I'm sure they didn't.
They showed they deserved to be there. They played well.
That was a good game. Gosh, I enjoyed that game.
Green picks up her dribble. This one knocked away. It's Mariella Perez that's out there on the floor for the Gophers, number 24. Also Addie Martin, number 41. Seeing their first action, number 43, Lily Thomas out there. A bunch of freshmen on the floor for the Gophers right now.
Ava Jarman. Bank is open. Number 14 points for Ava. Good scoring outing.
Perez jump shot, swish.
The junior Perez knocking down a jump shot for 2 points.
As the final 30 seconds run down here on this one, I want to tell you about the South Fork Restaurant. Whether you dine in or carry out, make them part of your post-game celebration. They're known for their daily lunch and dinner specials, fresh, never frozen whole catfish, hand-battered tenderloins, and award-winning onion rings. Kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. You can stop in at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry or visit southforkpub.com for latest menu options. I had their spaghetti today.
Pretty good?
It's the daily special. It's not normally on the menu. It's fantastic.
Times I've been out there, their food's always good. Always good. Sophie Michael, speaking of good, knocking down her second free throw of the evening.
It's another one. Frankfort gets to their 25th point tonight, and that ranks up there with one of their highest scoring outputs on the season. 28 is their season high. So the Hot Dogs found some offense this evening.
Yeah, they've had some good looks. Good to see Ava Jarman have a good outing, 14 points.
Last heave there, does not go. 44-25, your final score here this evening. Fantastic county battle between the Frankfort Hot Dogs and the Clinton Prairie Gophers. We'll step aside when we come back. The post-game show, head your way.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Welcome back. Post-game show rolling here on the ISC Sports Network in cooperation with Hot Dog TV. 44-25, the final score. Hot Dogs had a great offensive scoring night for what they normally average. The Gophers just were able to ratchet things up there in the third quarter, Joe, and that's when they pulled away.
Yeah, that third quarter, Clinton Prairie came in at halftime, 15-12 lead. At the end of the third quarter, it was 31-14. Clinton Prairie made Frankfort very uncomfortable with that full court press in that third quarter. Sean, Frankfort created 10 turnovers. That was the big key. Opened things up, and from there, Clinton Prairie coasted to their 44-25 victory tonight.
Our player of the game tonight for the Clinton Prairie Gophers in winning fashion will be the sophomore, Alexis Perez. She had 14 points tonight, and as a matter of fact, we'll give a shout-out to a couple of other players as well. Emmy Kaser also had 14 points for the Gophers. And on the other side for the Hot Dogs, they were led by Ava Jarman with 14 as well. That was the magic number tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Three players with 14.
Bet on 14. That's your good Powerball number.
Did you see some of these highlights continue to roll? Congratulations to Alexis Perez on being named our Frankfort Eagles Clinton County Player of the Game. Congratulations to the Clinton Prairie Gophers on getting their second victory of the season. Joe and I will be back here on Thursday as Southmont comes to town. Want to thank all the students behind the scenes, teacher Richard Salee and Joe Rook. I'm Sean Walker. We appreciate you tuning in. Have a great night. Make sure you join us on Thursday.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front